Many evangelical Christians are supporting Donald Trump for president, but that 2005 video where he made controversial comments about women, and now the two women accusing him of unwanted sexual advances, may test that support. But some evangelicals say they are not ready to support Hillary Clinton. Joining us now to talk about the religious view at this point in the election cycle, analyst Paul Bonicelli, Director of Programs and Education at the Acton Institute in Grand Rapids. And let's talk about the allegations of groping women in the Access Hollywood video. Can evangelicals still support Donald Trump?
It looks like some will. It's been a most interesting election. Donald Trump's the last candidate you would expect evangelicals to support, a lot of conservative Catholics. But it has divided their movement because on the one hand you have a group of evangelicals that say the worst thing that could happen is more of President Obama's agenda, more court appointments that will be opposed to religious liberty. And then you have a lot of evangelicals that say it can't be bad enough to vote for Donald Trump. So there's the split.
How does the Christian faith help to guide voters in making their decision?
It depends on who you're talking to. As it always has, particularly among Protestants. For a lot of people, they're setting it's not so much a conscience vote, so whether Donald Trump's a good man or not, it is what he would do in office versus what Hillary would do. And they come down and say, well, we don't know what he would do. He promises certain things. Newt Gingrich is with him, etc. We know what she would do. Others say a man who has behaved in such an immoral fashion, who speaks the way he does, could never be trusted. So they really let their conscience make that vote more than anything.
So how likely is Hillary Clinton to get evangelical support? Would it go to third-party candidates, or would evangelicals just not vote?
Yeah, I think the ones who can't stomach either will either stay home. They might vote for McMullen, who has very little chance. I doubt they'll vote for Gary Johnson. Maybe a few would. Most of them will just stay home. And what the party hopes is they'll vote down ticket. They'll still vote for Senate and House and all of that.
So from what you are seeing and from your expertise, what are voters going to do? What should we expect on Election Day?
I think that it has always been unwise to count out Donald Trump, to assume that he cannot get the support he needs to do what he needs to do. So I wouldn't count him out. But if he continues down a path that looks like barn burning at every opportunity, if more tapes come out and he doesn't look as contrite as he should each time, it could be just enough support loss that he would not get it. So,
Paul Bonicelli from the Acton Institute, thank you so much for your insight.